But it's so hard to move on. You haven't changed, you stayed the same. But if you did, I'd still love you anyway. I'd give you the world like I promised I would. Even though you wouldn't do the same, I'd give you the world like I promised I would. Even though you wouldn't do the same. Had this conversation more than 10 times. After 9, I still wish you were mine. Haven't ate in 7 days, 'cause I've been up till 6 a.m. Wrote 5 songs all just for you. 3 of them I can't bear listening to. I'd give you the world like I promised I would.
Hello. So, let's see, what's right here? So it's been a couple of weeks since my cat Simon passed away, and I think I was in better spirits about it at the time than I am now. It's been like so much harder than I thought it was gonna be. The grief has set in ways that I didn't expect that it would. And I feel like people just truly don't understand how hard it is to get past the loss of a pet. It's like losing a pet is in so many ways harder than losing a human. They're with you 24/7. Simon was with me when I woke up. He was with me when I went to bed. He was with me when I worked on stuff on the computer. He would sit on my lap. He was with me when I was crying. He was with me when I was celebrating things. He was literally like a part of me. And you can just tell in society that people just don't get it. Like, people will say things to me like, so are you gonna get another cat? And it's like, I'm in pain. I am not planning on getting another cat for many years. That's like if you were married to someone and you lost your husband and somebody's like, so are you gonna get remarried? And it's like 2 weeks later, you're like, I can't even believe you asked me that question. I don't know, I know it's something that I need to get past, and I know it's something that I've been kind of dwelling in, but it's hard, it's so hard. Grief and loss is so hard. So yeah, I'm working through it. I'm trying really hard to accept the loss, but I think a lot of times what happens is it's like we have the hard pain of the immediate loss, and then the weeks following are kind of filled with what could I have done? What should I have done? Like, you know, I think about when I found out that he had kidney disease, like the signs that he was giving me that I should have picked up on sooner, but I was so busy working and so busy at my job that I was kind of brushing off some of the little signs, and like I'm kicking myself for it. It's just all of that stuff that happens when, you know, you have hindsight. Like hindsight, we always see things clearly when we look at them in reverse. And it's like when we're going through life, we're kind of going through it in a bit of a fog, and we're doing the very best that we can to understand like all the signs on the road. But then once we reach our destination, we can look back and we're like, oh, that's what that sign meant. Oh, that's what that detour was for. But seeing it at the time is so challenging. So I've just been going through this phase of the grief and loss and working through it, and it's been tough. but I know that time helps to heal. I don't know, I think it's a grief I'll always live with, but it'll get easier. So yeah, so I don't know, if you know somebody who's lost a pet, like, just know that for them it's just as painful as losing a human. For somebody who is really, really close with their pet, because they're family members, they just have fur. So that is kind of where my head and heart is at, is I'm in healing mode and just working through it and spending time with family and friends, and thinking about my next chapter, which I'm going to be making a lot of changes. And I think a lot of the changes I'm making in this next chapter are going to help kind of shift my energy and shift my mind and get my mind focused on some new things. So I'm trying my very best to be excited about these changes that I'm making, and to really look forward to these changes, but it's hard. It's hard when your heart has a deep, deep wound to, you know, it's like I'm laughing and crying at the same time right now in my life. So yeah, it's, man, that's one thing, is that it's like the more you love, the more you hurt. And I think that's why so often we can close off our heart to love, because anybody who's been through it, you know that if you truly open your heart, it's gonna hurt. And my heart hurts. Yeah. All right, so today I am gathering all of Simon's stuff so that I can donate it to the local Burbank animal shelter. They said that they have some rescue groups that have cats that have CKD, which is chronic kidney disease. So I have a bunch of food for them, and other stuff that I had for Simon that I'm going to take to them. I got this box of food, a full box of food, the day that Simon passed, which was heartbreaking to have it show up on my door the day that he passed. But I emailed Chewy and was like, hey, can I return this? Because my cat has passed away and I don't need the food. He doesn't need the food. And they sent the nicest response. Like, I'm just going to put it up on screen so you can see it. Like, so often we complain about how companies and corporations are treating people, because we do live in a capitalist society, and I thought I would share with you when a company is kind, because there are good companies out there, and I think if we all celebrated the companies that are kind and compassionate, it would give other companies something to strive for. So since we live in the attention economy, I'm giving attention to the goodness and shining the light on the good companies so that, you know, maybe it'll inspire other companies to do the right thing. So, all right, so that's a full box of that. I'm gonna actually write a note on it so that they know it's kidney disease food. I think I'm just gonna write it with a Sharpie right on here. Okay, or not, that didn't really work. Okay, so let's see. Food for cats with CKD, chronic kidney disease only.
Give you the world like I promised I would. Even though you wouldn't do the same. I'd give you the world like I promised I would. Even though you wouldn't do the same. 'cause I love you.
I love you, Simon. Oh, look how handsome you are.